In the vast multiverse of Marvel Comics, few matchups stir the imagination quite like Doctor Doom versus Sentry. Both are titanic figures in their own right. Doctor Doom, the ruler of Latveria, a master of science and sorcery, and Sentry, the golden guardian of good, whose power is often compared to that of a million exploding suns. This confrontation isn't just about brute strength or flashy powers. It's about the fundamental clash of ideologies, intellect, and inner demons. Imagine a world where these two collide, not as passing enemies, but in an ultimate battle of supremacy that will shake the core of the Marvel Universe. What makes this confrontation even more compelling is how different they are at their core. Doom thrives on control, manipulation, and calculated strategy, while Sentry is often driven by emotion, haunted by his dark alter ego, the Void. In this narrative, we delve deep into their histories, personalities, powers, and the potential outcome of their cosmic clash. Prepare for a tale where intellect meets instinct, where science clashes with unstable power, and where victory may come at a devastating cost. The Rise of Doctor Doom, Monarch, Sorcerer, Genius. Victor Von Doom, the man behind the mask, is not merely a villain. He's a symbol of relentless ambition and unmatched brilliance. Born in the small European nation of Latveria, Doom's early life was marked by tragedy. His mother, a sorceress, was taken by Mephisto, and his father died, fleeing from the ruling authorities. This cocktail of loss and suffering forged a mind obsessed with control and power. Doom went on to become one of the most feared and respected figures in the Marvel Universe, with a genius-level intellect rivaling or even surpassing that of Tony Stark and Reed Richards. Doom has mastered both technological innovation and mystical arts. He has constructed time machines, created devices that can steal cosmic powers, and has even absorbed the abilities of Beyonders and cosmic entities. As a sorcerer, Doom's skills rival that of Doctor Strange, often combining technology and magic in terrifyingly efficient ways. But what truly sets Doom apart is his indomitable will. He's not just powerful. He believes he is the only one worthy of ruling Earth and perhaps the universe. Even when he loses, he doesn't truly fail. He learns, adapts, and returns stronger. His armor alone is a walking fortress, equipped with weapons, energy shields, and mystical enchantments. Whether standing against the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, or cosmic gods, Doom is never to be underestimated. Sentry Unleashed. Light, darkness, and the power of a million suns. Robert Reynolds, also known as the Sentry, is a being of unimaginable power and tragic duality. On the surface, he appears as Marvel's equivalent of Superman, the shining hero, the protector of Earth, the unstoppable force for good. But Sentry is far more complex. Born from a serum 100 times stronger than the super soldier formula, Sentry's powers are near limitless. He possesses superhuman strength, speed, flight, invulnerability, energy manipulation, matter manipulation, and the ability to resurrect himself. He can tear Ares, the god of war, in half, fly through space effortlessly, and fight off the Hulk without breaking a sweat. But his greatest weakness is also what makes him so interesting: the Void. Deep within Sentry lies his dark counterpart, a creature of destruction and despair. Whenever Sentry uses his full potential, he risks unleashing the Void, which multiplies the damage tenfold. This internal battle makes him unpredictable and emotionally volatile. One moment, he's a divine protector, the next, a harbinger of annihilation. And yet, despite this volatility, many heroes, and even villains, fear him more than cosmic threats. Not because of what he is, but because of what he could become. Sentry has erased entire memories from the world's population, ripped apart gods, and stood against the likes of Worldbreaker Hulk, Molecule Man, and even Galactus-level threats. His power scale is beyond Omega level. It is cosmic and at times reality-defying. Clash of Titans, strategy meets chaos. If these two juggernauts were to face off, it wouldn't be a battle. It would be an event of cosmic proportions. Imagine Doom standing atop his fortress surrounded by arcane runes and cosmic machinery, calculating every outcome like a grandmaster in chess. Across from him hovers Sentry, eyes glowing like miniature suns, his very presence distorting the air around him. Doom would never underestimate Sentry. He would likely spend weeks, even months, preparing, studying Sentry's molecular structure, his psychological triggers, even his connection to the Void. Doom is notorious for finding weaknesses in even the most invincible foes. He'd craft armor upgrades, enchantments, and perhaps even a dimensional cage to contain the Void. On the other hand, Sentry is raw power, capable of decimating planets, but burdened by instability. In a direct confrontation, Sentry might easily overpower Doom. At first, a punch from Sentry could reduce a mountain to dust, but Doom is the master of misdirection. He'd use holograms, teleportation, energy absorption, and even psychological manipulation. He might convince Sentry that the battle is endangering innocence, triggering his guilt, or worse, provoke the Void to take over, and then deploy a pre-built contingency against it. The psychological warfare would be just as intense as the physical one. Doom could exploit Sentry's greatest fear, himself, and if the Void emerges, the battlefield would descend into pure chaos. The Void doesn't fight with tactics, it erases. Doom would then need to rely on his mystical prowess, tapping into dark magic, possibly even bargaining with entities like Mephisto or using the crimson bands of Cyttorak to bind the Void. The final verdict: who would truly win? This isn't an easy question to answer. On paper, Sentry dwarfs Doom in raw power. He's faster, stronger, nearly immortal, and capable of doing things Doom could only dream of, at least physically. But battles in the Marvel Universe aren't won by strength alone. They're won by cunning, experience, and the ability to adapt. Doom excels in these. He's fought beings like Silver Surfer, Thanos, and the Celestials, not with brawn, but with brilliance. He once stole the powers of the Beyonders and became God Emperor Doom. That's the level we're talking about. So if the fight is unprepared, spontaneous, Sentry wins. He incinerates Doom before he can cast a spell. But if Doom has time to prepare, even a little, he evens the odds drastically. He might find a way to separate Sentry from the Void. He might trap the Void and then deal with a weakened Sentry. He might manipulate reality itself. And here's the twist. Doom doesn't just want to win, he wants to prove he's superior. That's where he becomes dangerous. He will not stop until he does. But Sentry, when fully stable and in control of his power, is a being few can stand against. If he learns to master the Void, if he embraces both his light and darkness, even Doom might falter. Ultimately, the winner depends on the circumstances. In a calculated setup, Doom has the edge. In a sudden, emotional eruption, Sentry dominates. But if we consider long-term survival, leadership, and the will to impose order, Doom could manipulate Sentry into defeating himself. That's the tragedy of Sentry and the brilliance of Doom. Conclusion: the unwritten future of gods and monsters. Dr. Doom versus Sentry is not just a battle, it's a philosophical dilemma. It asks what matters more: pure, godlike power or supreme intellect and preparation. Doom represents the mind that bends reality to its will. Sentry represents power that defies reason, burdened by emotion. Together, they embody the eternal clash of chaos and order. And perhaps the most unsettling truth is this: their battle would never end with one lying in ruin and the other standing victorious. Instead, it would ripple across timelines, universes, and the very nature of existence. Doom may conquer Sentry, but could he contain the Void forever? Sentry may destroy Doom, but at what cost to his sanity? The final verdict is not a simple one. It belongs to the fans, the storytellers, and the infinite possibilities that Marvel offers. So who would win? Maybe the real question is, should they ever fight at all? Because when beings like these clash, it's not just about who falls, it's about what survives after. And in that aftermath, both Doom and Sentry leave behind something more terrifying than victory: legacy. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.